If you guys haven't been to the gorge yet, I highly suggest checking it out. I also want to give a shout out to USC for having me out here. It's so freaking cool. And today I want to talk about why you guys are wasting your time. I want to start off with the term ROI, so return on investment. So a lot of DJs and producers nowadays, they're running this rat race in their community, in their local scene, and they're trying to just do as many shows as they can and be like really well known publicly. When you put in perspective, that doesn't really make sense because we have the internet nowadays. We have the tools, we have the resources in order to blow up. I watch tons of producers blow up all the time. I've had tons of people out here run into me because they recognize me from my Feeding Back Tuesday podcast. And to me, like, that builds so much more than what you can build and focus on in your own community alone. So what you're doing is you're wasting your ROI. You're not getting a good ROI because you're putting all this time and investment into booking all these shows and running the rat race in your community, and it's not giving you enough attention and clout as you can actually get. So we're all stuck in the phase of like blowing up in our cities, but nowadays we blow up off the internet. Social media is a huge tool, and if you guys don't know how to utilize it yet, I highly advise figuring out how to use your tools that you're given. And most importantly, make yourself valuable. Make yourself valuable for your viewers and your followers and your fans, and that's going to make people attract to you more. It depends on where you want to be. If you want to be like big locally and play in like bars and whole clubs for the rest of your life, then by all means, you know what I'm saying, like, be a DJ and be known for that. But if you guys are like artists, like most of you guys are really talented artists, and you guys deserve so much more. So a lot of you guys spend your time locked up in your rooms producing, and that's great. Also remember, you gotta find a balance. You gotta like go out and be social sometimes as well. So there's always got to be a median somewhere. But if you guys really want to make it to these big stages out here and do some really cool stuff, man, you guys just gotta focus on your craft and not care what you're known as locally, but what you're known as globally, because you have the tools to access that whole media field. So utilize it, do the best you can. And who knows, it's all subjective anyways. Maybe you guys are going about it the totally right way, so who am I to say that you guys are wasting your time? But for me personally, I think that if I'm not sitting in my room making music, I wouldn't be doing shows like this. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't doing my vlogs, if I wasn't doing my tutorials, if I wasn't doing my sound design packs, like, I wouldn't be playing the stages that actually matter. So you always got to take that into accountability. And I think it's easiest to like find that accountability when you know your end goal. Like, you know where you want to be exactly and how to get there from A to Z. So stop wasting your time. Hit your boy up. Let me help you, help me, help you, or something. And yeah, dude. Let's go make it. And now moving forward, there's actually tons of really cool people and producers and promoters and talent agents and all these really cool people out here too. So I'm gonna go find them as well, and then I'm gonna actually let them give you some insight so we can give you like kind of both sides to the coin, you know what I mean? So I'm not just being like totally subjective and giving you one side, because who knows, everybody's got their own opinion and it's super valuable. So let's go find some people and get them involved. All right, so I found my homie Fresher right here. He's a local up in Olympia, and I just want to ask you, do you feel like you're wasting your time by just being a local DJ?
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Every day, every show, every event that I play, whether it's a small, local, like, Give Nothing bar where I'm playing to 3 people, it does not matter. That's progressing. People are hearing my music, they're getting the vibe, and they're knowing the name. It's never wasting my time as long as I'm doing something that I love and I enjoy.
Word. But so do you feel like putting all this time and energy into doing a bunch of local shows will get you to the grand scheme of like playing Paradisos, your Lost Lands, etc., etc.?
It's a little bit yes and no. Like, yes, because it's getting your name out there, it's getting known, you're getting clout under your belt, whether you know it or not.
In the local community.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting shows, so like when you show up to a big show, it's not just like, hey, I'm this motherfucker, blah, 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 you should book me. It's like, yo, I'm this motherfucker, I played at this place, this place,
and especially
this place,
people out here are like, oh, like, yo, what's up, dude? Like, they recognize you from all the local shows too. So a bunch of these, that makes a little bit of sense.
As much as I hate to admit it, Seattle's really cliquey. So as long as you can just make yourself sociable, get in with those scenes. Like, there are people that can help you progress your career.
Yeah. Do you feel like you spend too much time doing local shows when you should be spending time on production, perhaps?
A lot. Because I've been DJing for almost 10 years now. Yeah. And I haven't released a single track on production. So like, personally, yes.
To an extent, do you think that's hindering you?
Yes. Oh yeah. Personally, yeah. Have a good one, brother. Hey. And this is why I love 𝐃𝐉'𝐒.
Yeah.
Hey.
So anyway, so you feel like it's kind of hindering your ability to like kind of get up to that upper level a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. I've thought about actually taking like a year or two off and just not doing any venues or any shows outside of the ones that are like my stable.
Yeah.
And
your
just working
residencies
on
or whatever?
production. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, just kick everything else off, give everything else a break for a little bit, and just work on production, work on me. Because, yo, you can be the best DJ in the world,
yeah, but
you're never gonna get that far. Look at how far 4Color is.
Or DJ Craze.
Exactly.
And they're killing it.
Exactly. Those are phenomenal DJs, and nobody really outside of the DJ game knows who that is.
Right, exactly. Well, anyways, what's your name?
Mac Fresher.
Mac Fresher from...
Hey, Olympia, Washington.
Hell yeah. If you guys are ever out in Olympia, Seattle area, Washington, find my boy, connect with him, get all of his ads. I'll have them down in the description below, so check him out, blah, blah, blah. All right, so I'm here backstage. I met up with a buddy of mine that I met down in Portland once, Andy. I'm gonna let him introduce himself real quick, and then we're going to get into the questions. So.
Hey guys, Andy Peterson, CEO, co-founder, 1F Entertainment out of Portland. Spaceboss PDX on Instagram. We've been holding down a show, throwing a party every week for the last 2 years. And Noah here has a couple questions for me.
Yeah, so if you guys are ever in Portland, find this guy, figure out his information, hit him up, and send him like tons of dick pics. Anyway, so do you think that artists and DJs are wasting their time and investment by being a local celebrity nowadays?
Well, depends on what your overall goal is. Being a local celebrity is fun. If you like to perform, if you want to get out there, there's no shame in getting bookings, playing shows, all that.
Right.
I personally throw shows myself because it brings people together, it gets people to dance.
Right.
It's fun. There's no shame in it. But if you're trying to be on the main stage of Paradiso,
right,
I got some of the best producers in Portland that won't even play my club.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if that says anything.
You have to figure out what your overall goal is in the game.
Right.
Do you want to make music for music's sake? Are you trying to get famous? Do you want to just party all the time?
Yeah.
There's no shame in any of that.
But you have to figure out like what your end goal is and like how to get it, because the word that I used earlier is ROI, like return on investment, right? So if they're putting in all this time into like doing all these shows, hitting up all their friends, filling up all their guest lists, then it's disabling them for putting time into their craft, right? If they do want to get to these main stages, instead of just like getting the instant gratification of just playing a local show every week or being the resident, so on and so forth. But I think you're really right. It depends on like your end goal for sure and where you want to be and how to get there.
I'm not going to claim that myself or anybody here really knows how this works. We're all figuring it out as we go along.
Yeah.
There's no cut and dry. Here's how to become famous.
Right. Yeah. Like an A to B.
I know some of the most prolific producers. One of my best friends doesn't want to be famous. He just wants to make music.
Yeah.
I swear if you heard his music, you'd be like, how the is this guy not a millionaire?
Right.
He doesn't give a fuck.
That's savage.
And honestly, sometimes I go over to his house at 3 in the morning and he plays private DJ sets for me. I can't even get him to play a show.
So yeah,
he doesn't want it.
Yeah, it's not his goal. Yeah.
That are prolific mixers. They don't make music, but they want the midnight time slot. They're never gonna get it.
Right.
I got people that will take an opening slot booking and throw bangers because they don't get it.
Right.
I have some of the best DJs in town that will oh man, you need me for a 10 o'clock slot, and they'll come put their ego, check it out the front door, and play a proper set to build the vibe.
Right. And by the way, too, those are DJs that you'll continuously keep booking because they respect the time slot as well.
Absolutely.
And they don't let their ego get the best of them.
If you play a show for me and you respect your time slot, you're going to get a better one the next time.
Dude, I think that speaks for any promoter or any booker, you know what I mean? So.
And this whole game is the ego game. Can't let it, you gotta nurse it, you gotta blow it up, but you can't let it go over the top.
Right.
You have to know your place.
So anyway, real quick, do you have any cool to keep the eye out for down in Portland? Like, do you want to shout anything out real quick?
I got Party Wave coming next week, the 19th. We We got Star Fox, Fuzzy Puddles family coming up from LA on the 26th. I'm working out my July bookings. We're bringing Brittany from earlier, one of your, you know her from Vegas.
Yep.
That girl, she's got a couple tracks. She's starting to produce. Her internet persona, her marketing, it's on point. Her fucking track selection, her mixing ability, ridiculous. But I'll be honest, I wanted to book her before I heard her music just because of her persona.
Right, so the brand was super strong.
The brand is important. Yeah. It's more important than people want to realize.
Right.
If you're trying to play shows in other cities, all you have to do is convince somebody like me that they can make at least $40 off of flying you out to their party.
Yeah, that's totally true.
When you have a lit marketing campaign, when you're like, oh man, we're gonna throw this party, and I can make a Facebook post saying, hey, I'm gonna throw a ratchet ass trap party.
Yeah.
And 100 people care about it and they don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, when I drop that link, everybody's gonna blow up. If you want to stay in the loop on the shows in Portland, text 1F to 77222 and I will send you new shows, daily reminders, or free tickets.
My boy's out here killing it. So if you're ever out in Portland or ever consider making your way out, or maybe even want to play Portland, find my dude. What was your company again?
1F Entertainment, 1FPDX.com will redirect you to our Facebook page, Instagram 1FPDX. My friends call me the Space Boss, SpaceBossPDX at gmail.com if you want to send me a mix.
Damn, bro, clout on clout. All right, let's go find the next person. So backstage here at Wreckage, and I found homegirl from Utah, Cleopatra. So I'm gonna actually ask her input real quick, and then I'll let her say whatever it is. And yeah. All right. So do you think you're wasting your time by trying to be a local celebrity DJ, or do you think you should be investing that time into production, or do you think it like kind of matters on your end goal? Like, what does it mean to you personally?
So personally, I think it is important to like get your foot in the door, like in the scene, and have people know who you are. But the only way you're gonna get somewhere by doing that is if you have quality music. Like, it's only gonna matter if you have quality music.
And in order to get to that level of like impressive quality music, it takes a lot of time and a lot of like locking yourself into a room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, years of that.
So where are you at right now? What do you think is worth your time and investment personally for like your career?
Right now, I think mainly just working on music more, like just working my ass off more and more and more.
Okay. And like stepping back from as many shows?
Yeah.
Or like trying to find a median somewhere?
I've definitely stepped back from a lot of shows. I'm only doing some here and there.
Right.
I'm saying no to most of them under a couple $1,000. So.
Well, what's your name? Where can I find your like ads? Do you have anything cool going on, like new music or?
Yeah, I got a new track coming out with Indigenous bass in July. I think it's July 24th on Dubstep Diaries.
Okay.
And then I'll have more music coming out September, October. I can't say on what label.
So pretty much like this summer, like you're going to be dropping some heat.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. All right, yeah. You can find all of her ads down below. Go find her. Go check out all her super dope. And yeah, you got anything else you want to say real quick? All right, on to the next. So tired. All right, anyway, so I'm finally back at my mom's, and Paradiso is wild. But I just want to wrap it up with all of this. Take what I say lightly, and remember, everything's subjective. I'm not trying to tell you how to like run your own career or what's going to work for you. I'm just saying like what's worked for me and what I've seen work for other artists and what other artists have seen work for them as well. So everybody's journey is going to be different. Just figure out what's working for your journey and, you know, amplify that times like 100,000 million of a second. And then you'll like get there a lot faster because everybody's different. Everybody goes into the game with a different like set of goals and a different idea in their head. Ultimately, you just got to figure out where you want to end up in your career or in the game. Because a lot of people go into it not knowing what they really want to get out of it or what they're expecting to get out of it. And I think that when you go into anything in general like that and not know exactly what you want the outcome to be, it's really hard to even get anywhere near where you think you want to go. So as long as you have your main objectives about like, yeah, I want to play big shows, or I want to make hits, or I just want to make royalty checks from radio hits for the rest of my life, like you got to figure that out. You got to figure out why you're doing it, what's your objective, and what you're trying to get out of it. And that goes for like anything. So I think as soon as you figure that out, what it'll do is it'll kind of narrow your path for your journey, right? So if you don't really know any of that, then your path is just super wide and you're trying to do all these different things and do what you see other people doing because you think it's working, but it's working for them. And it's only working for them because that's like one of their objectives. So figure out exactly what you want to do, where you want to go, and where you want to be in the industry. And then I think that'll help you make better decisions on how to get there. So if you want to be a producer, if you want to play the shows that matter, yeah, probably just lock yourself in a room for a little bit. For like 5 years, a little bit. You know, and just crank out tunes and heaters. But if you want to be like a local celebrity DJ, or you want to just travel around and play in bars and clubs for the rest of your career and you're happy with that, dude, then by all means, be a super dope DJ and flex and learn how to like cut it up. But, you know, you just got to figure out what you want to be and where you want to go. So as soon as you figure that out, I think you guys would be good to go. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, comments, or concerns. I would love to answer them. And believe me, dude, I don't know it all either. I only know what works for me and what I've seen work for other people. So if I can help you guys with that, then yeah, I'm more than willing to. So hit me up. Thank you guys for watching, tuning in, and kicking it. And I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Peace, peace.